Hello, gentlemen, and a warm welcome, tough ladies, too. If you're here, supper tinga. Partner, a father, or a friend, you're already part of the healing. I'm Dr. Elise Donovan, and for over 2 decades, I've had the privilege of walking alongside men through some of their most vulnerable journeys, especially when it comes to sexual wellness today. We're going to talk about something deeply personal, something that sits silently in shadows of too many lives: erectile dysfunction. Our ED, and especially what it means. For men over 60, if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, why is this happening now? Why does something that once came naturally now feel distant, uncertain, even frustrating? You're not alone. In fact, far from it, millions of men are in this same boat, many suffering in silence. Maybe you felt it: silent embarrassment, that quiet doubt, that creeping fear that you're somehow not the man you once were. Boat does the truth that most people don't say out loud. This isn't just about sex, is a message from your body, a flag waving in the wind saying, pay attention, shown to me something deeper is going on. And that message, it deserves to be hard-honored and healed. Imagine for a moment you've lived a rich life, you've loved, worked hard, built something meaningful, you've overcome losses, fought battles, raised families, you carry your experiences and the lines on your face and the wisdom in your heart, but then this new challenge emerges quietly. That spark of intimacy that once came with this now flickers, and with it confidence starts to dim. I've seen this story reflected in the eyes of countless men in my clinic: strong men, devoted men, were caught off guard by something they'd never thought they'd face. ED doesn't just affect your body, it affects your identity, your relationships, your self-worth. And yet, this is rarely talked about with the honesty and care it deserves. That ends today, because this video isn't just about information. It's a wake-up call. It's a roadmap, and yes, it's a bit of a cheerleader too. So stay with me all the way to the end, because we're going beyond symptoms and stigma. Uncover the real reasons ED appears later in life. We'll explore how it's connected to your heart health and emotional well-being, and I'll guide you a powerful natural technique, one thought you can start using today, to restore blood flow, sensitivity, and confidence. It's called penis massage, Andy. It's promised no gimmicks, no shame, just guidance and support. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell, because this isn't a one-timid conversation. It's a community, and I want you in it. Drop a comment below and let me know where are you watching from, what made you click play today. I'm listening, God. I'm so glad you're here. Let's begin. Let's get real for a moment. Not as doctor and patient, but as human beings navigating the complexities of aging. When you hit your 60s, your body begins to whisper things it never said in your 40s or 50s. And sometimes those whispers beam loud enough to shake your confidence. One of those signals, perhaps the most unexpected, is erectile dysfunction. But here's the truth that too few people will tell you: ED is not a random betrayal of your manhood. It's a biological consequence of very real, very understandable changes happening inside the you see. As men age, their testosterone levels gradually decline. Think of testosterone as the fuel behind your drive, not just sexually but energetically and emotionally. As it drops, you may notice a dip into zero motivation or even physical responsiveness. Add to that the natural wear and tear on your blood vessels, thievery. Highways that carry blood where it needs to go. Over time, those vessels can stiffen or narrow, especially if you're dealing with common conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or elevated cholesterol. And here's what makes it: your cure nerves that once fired like lightning now relay signals more slowly. So even if the desire is there, your body may not respond as quickly or as powerfully. Lifestyle plays a role too: sitting too much, carrying excess weight, smoking, or even just living with chronic stress. It all adds up. It's not weaknesses, not failure, it's biology. But what many don't realize is that erectile dysfunction can actually be your body's first alarm bell for deeper healthy. Studies have shown that ED often appears years before a man experiences a cardiac event like a heart attack or stroke. Why? Because the blood vessels in your penis are small and delicate. Often, the first place poor circulation shows up. In fact, ED can be an early warning sign of heart disease, as when you feel fine otherwise. So when a man experiences ED, it's not just about what's happening in the bedroom, it's a signal from the heart, literally. Circulatory system is asking for heal. Your body is trying to tell you something isn't quite right, and the good news that awareness gives you power. You are not broken, you're being called to pay attention. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. Let's talk a booth side of ED that doesn't show up in Olive report. The part that lives in your mind, your chest, your relationships, the emotional toll. I've seen it over and over in my practice. Men who walk into my office with strong shoulders and steady hands, but eyes that carry the weight of doubt. Because ED isn't just a physical struggle, it chips away at your sense of identity. Think about it. For decades, you may have tied part of your manhood to your ability to perform, to connect physically with your partner, to express love, not just with words, but with touch. And now suddenly, that part of your life feels uncertain. Maybe you've started to avoid intimacy. Not because you don't want it, but because you're afraid of failing. The pressure builds, you find yourself pulling away. And the heartbreaking part, your partner might misread that distance as rejection. Without communication, ED becomes as a land wedge between two people who care deeply for each other. You feel ashamed, she feels confused, and both of you start to carry that weight alone. I want to be crystal clear here. This is not your foe. You are not less of a man because our body is changing. You are not less worthy of love, of closeness, of being seen and cherished. Society doesn't make this easier. We've been fed this harmful narrative that real men are always ready, always strong, always in control. That myth. It's garbage. You are still a real man, even if things don't work like they used to. Your strength is not in your erections, it's in your courage to face challenge and your willingness to heal. So here's my invitation to you. Let's drop the shame. Let's speak openly. If you've ever felt isolated because of ED, I invite you to type yes in the comments. Not as a confession, but as a declaration that you're done suffering in silence. Because when you speak up, whether it's to me, your partner, or your doctor, you reclaim something powerful. You reclaim your voice, your truth, and that's the first step toward healing. Let's pull back the curtain and look at what's truly happening inside your body. Violent symptoms beyond the surface, because when it comes to erectile function, it all begins with circulation. Picture your circulatory system like a complex network of highways and side streets. The blood flows like traffic through this network, delivering oxygen, nutrients, and life to every organ and tissue, including your penis. Now, for a healthy, strong erection to happen, those roads need to be clear, flexible, and fully functional. When arousal occurs, the brain sends a signal through the nervesto, the blood vessels in the penis, telling them to relax and open up. This process, called vasodilation, allows blood to rush in and fill the erectile chambers. That flood of blood is what creates the firmness and fullness of an erection. But there's the catch. If your vessels are narrowed, stiffened, or damaged, that signal doesn't translate into action. The traffic slows, or worse, hits a roadblock. The result: weak, partial, or no erection at all. Now, what causes these traffic jams over time? Things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and smoking can damage the inner lining of your blood vessels. This damage causes plaque buildup, making it harder for blood to flow freely. The vessels lose their elasticity. They can't expand the way they need to when arousal hits. And remember, the arteries that serve thickness are some of the smallest in the body. They're often the first to show signs of trouble. It's the same conditions that increase your risk for a heart attack or stroke are also the culprits. Dead. That's not a coincidence. It can be the first symptom of cardiovascular disease appearing years bear any other signs. In fact, studies have shown that men with ED are up to 80% more likely to suffer heart problems down the line. So when your body tells you something isn't working down below, don't ignore it. It's not just About sex, it's a message about your overall vascular health. That's why fixing isn't just about targeting the penis. It's about nurturing the entire circulatory system, and the good news, blood vessels can heal with the right lifestyle changes. Proper care and circulation boosting technique with Zinkling, the one we're about to explore, can restore the flow and reclaim your vitality from the inside out. Now that you understand the critical role of circulation, let's talk about a solution that's been hiding in plain sight: penis massage. I know the phrase might raise some eyebrows, but stay with me. This ain't about pleasure or fantasy, it's about function, healing, and empowerment, because your body deserves care and your sexual health deserves intention. Penis massage is exactly what it sounds like: using your hands in a gentle, deliberate way. Stimulate blood flow, wake up nerve endings, and revive the tissues that contribute to healthy erections. When done correctly, it can have effects similar to a workout. For your intimate areas, think of it as physical therapy for your manhood, a way to reestablish immunity between your brain, your nerves, and your blood vessels. Why does it work? When you massage the penis, especially starting at the base and moving toward the tip, your war encourage and generate blood circulation into the erectile tissues. This delivers more oxygen and nutrients while helping to clean out stagnant blood that might be lingering. With regular practice, this process can improve vascular elasticity, making the blood vessels more responsive to natural arousal signals. But there's more. Massage also stimulates the nerve endings. As we age, those nerves can become less responsive due to damage from diabetes, poor blood flow, or simple wear, and gentle, mindful touch helps reawaken those neural pathways, improves anxiety and coordination. Over time, can help restore the physical feedback loop that's essential for achieving and maintaining an erection. And don't forget the mental aspect: irregular massage routine builds familiarity and comfort with your own body. It reduces performance anxiety and replaces fear with confidence and control. It's your time, your ritual of feeling and self-respect. Many of my patients have told me this, even after just a few weeks of consistent practice, they notice an increased firmness, better control, and a deeper sense of connection with their partner. So, how often should you do it? I recommend starting with 5 to 10 minute test 3 times a week. Use a natural lubricant like coconut oil or almond oil, something that's gentle on the skin. Find a quiet, relaxed space where you won't be disturbed. Make this your time, your practice, your power. Coming up in the next sections, I'll guide you step by step through the exact technique so you can try it yourself with confidence. You don't need a pill. You don't need a procedure. You already have the tools. All it takes is willingness, consistency, and care. Now that you understand the why, let's dive into the how. The penis massage technique I'm about to walk you through isn't just about movement, it's about mindfulness, intention, and reconnecting with your body in a way that promotes circulation, tissue health, and confidence. This isn't a quick fix, it's a healing ritual done consistently. It can help you improve firm nose sensitivity and control, all without medications. Let's begin by setting this in, because your mindset matters. Choose a time when you're alone, relaxed, and won't be interrupted. Dim the lights, turn on calming music if that helps, and sit or lie in a comfortable position. This is not a race, it's a time to slow down and tune into your body. Start by warming up your hands and applying a natural lubricant. I recommend using coconut oil, almond oil, or vitamin E oil, something gentle, natural, and nourishing. Begin with your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your belly, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Take 5 full breaths to calm your nervous system and reduce any tension. Stress constricts blood vessels, relaxation opens them. With your dominant hand, begin at the base of the penis, using a gentle but firm circular motion with your palm or fingers. If you're not trying to stimulate arousal, you're activating blood flow. Move upward slowly in long strokes toward the tip. Apply consistent pressure, not too soft, not too hard. Imagine you're waking up the tissues after a few minutes. Incorporate Thepiston grip. Make a ring with your thumb and forefinger around the base and glide up the shaft in a slow, steady motion. When you reach The tip pause, brief lift and release, and return to the base repeat. This motion keeping your grip light and consistent. This technique helps to push blood forward and condition the penile chambers to hold more volume after 5 to 7 minutes. This gently stretch the penis in all directions, up, down, left, right, holding each stretch for a few seconds. This enhances flexibility and supports vascular health by encouraging blood flow to all regions of the erectilitis. Finally, end the massage with light, slow strokes and another few deep breaths. Notice how your body feels more connected, more aware, more alive. Start with 5 to 10 minutes 3 times per week. You can increase the time or frequency as you become more comfortable. This isn't just a physical practice, it's a declaration that you're investing in your health, your confidence, and your vitality. While penis massage is a powerful tool on its own, pairing it with key lifestyle habits can dramatically sell your progress. Think of Thesis, your foundation, because the health of your erection is a reflection of your entire system. When your body feels good, functions properly, and circulates blood freely, your sexual performance naturally improves. Let's start with movement. Day-life physical activity is one of the most important things you can do for your sexual health. Why? Because movement gets sire blood pumping. It supports heart health, lowers blood pressure, and helps manage insulin, all key factors in erection quality. Aim for 30 minutes a day of walking, cycling, swimming, or even light yoga. You don't need a gym, you need consistency. Just moving your body sends the message. I care about this vessel. Next is strength training. Lifting weights boosts testosterone, the hormone that governs libido, stamina, and performance. Simple body weight exercise like push-ups, squats, and lunges 2 to 3 times a week can keep your hormones balanced and your confidence. Now let's talk nutrition. What yote literally becomes your body foods rich in antioxidants. Healthy fats and nitrates fuel your blood vessels. Think spinach, beets, blueberries, avocados, fatty fish, and dark chocolate at the same time. Cut back on processed sugar, fried foods, and excess alcohol. These inflame your system and damage the very arteries you're trying to heal. Don't overlook the importance of sleep. Your body produces testosterone and repairs itself while you rest. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. If you snore or wake up feeling tired, talk to your doctor. It could be sleep apnea, another silent killer of erections. Lastly, manage your stress. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, which suppresses testosterone and kills desire. Carve out time for deep breathing, meditation, or simply moments of stillness. Reconnect with your partner emotionally. A healthy relationship fuels physical intimacy. Put it all together: massage plus movement plus mindful nutrition plus deep rest plus emotional connection equals a powerful strategy for reversing building confidence and reclaiming the energy you deserve. You're not just fixing a problem. You're creating a life of vitality and connection. Erectile dysfunction isn't just a private battle. It often creates a silent ripple through your relationship. Many men don't realize it, but what happens in your body begins to subtly impact your emotional world, especially when you share your life with a partner. If you've ever felt you're still pulling away from intimacy, not by kosu, don't care, but because you're afraid of what might not happen, you're not alone. In my years of working with men over 60, I've seen this emotional gape widen without a single word spoken. Yabigan. To avoid affection, you hesitate. One, your partner reaches for your hand, you dodge eye contact or use humor to deflect vulnerability, not because you don't crave closeness, but because deep down, you fear disappointment. That fear begins to masquerade as disinterest. On the other side of that space is a partner who feels confused, rejected, or even blamed when communication dies. Purrs. Assumptions take its place. Your partner may wonder, have I lost my attractiveness? Is something wrong between us? Is he angry at me? And that too creates emotional distance. Others, the truth: intimacy starts with a penis, not performance. When you share experience honestly, when you say, I'm going through something and I want to work on it, You're not showing weakness, you're showing strength. Vulnerability is a bridge. And in most relationships, that first step is all it takes to bring the two of you back together more aligned than ever. Reclaiming your sexual vitality isn't just about physical function. It's about restoring emotional connection, trust, and these small moments that matter: a touch, a glance, a whisper of care start with that begin there. The rest follows naturally. Let's talk about expectations, realistic, grounded, and honest. In a world that markets instant results and quick fixes, it's easy to feel frustrated. When progress is slow, you try, massage, clean up your diet, walk daily, sleep better, and yet things don't change overnight. That's where many men give up, but let me offer you a new mindset. Your body is not broken, it's healing. Think of it like tending to a neglected garden. You don't plant seeds on Monday and expect roseby Tuesday. You water, you nourish, you protect the soil. And eventually, life blooms. Your body is the same after. 60 tissues may be slower to respond. Circulation may need a little more to moan. Hormones may rebuild more gradual a bit. Make no mistake, they do respond. I've seen it week by week, the improvements. Real. You might first notice better sleep, then a few days later, you feel more energy in the morning. After a week, you may start to wake with morning wood again, a sign your system is coming back in line. With each massage, your nerves are being reawakened. With each walk, your blood vessels are expanding. With each clean meal, you're laying down the foundation of a new, stronger you. The biggest barrier isn't your age, it's giving up too soon. So how do you stay the course? Track your wins, even the small ones. Celebrate the fact that you're showing up for yourself. Create rituals, not routines. Touch, meaning every effort. Every healthy meal is a vote for your future. Every massage is an act of trust in your healing. Every walk is a step toward restoration. And when doubt creeps in, and it will come back, Toyer. Reason you're not doing this for vanity. You're doing it for intimacy, for confidence, for the quiet pride, all feeling fully alive again. This is your body. This is your power, and it's yours to reclaim. One of the most overlooked talents in healing erectile dysfunction is not found in pills, pumps, or even exercises. It's found in your mind. Your beliefs, your thoughts, your inner dialogue all play a critical role in your sexual response. Many men over 60 unknowingly carry emotional scars from performance anxiety. Early failures or 11 years of unspoken shame. These hidden patterns shape the body's readiness to respond. Here's the truth. The body follows where the mind leads. Your mind is bracing for failure. Your body will hesitate if your thoughts are filled with pressure, fear, or comparison. Your nervous system registers at asterisk. And stress is the number one enemy of arousal and blood flow. The erection doesn't begin in the penis, it begins in the brain with trust, safe, and anticipation. That's why reconnecting with your body starts with changing the script in your head. Begin by speaking kindly to yourself. I'm healing. This is me. Time to rebuild. I'm allowed to rediscover pleasure. These aren't just affirmations, they're instructions. Toy your nervous system, just like retraining a muscle. You can retrain your ROS pathways through breath mindfulness. Can compassionate self-talk? Next time you practice massage or any kind of self-connection, set a mental tone of curiosity instead of performance. Don't chase an outcome, create a relationship. Let your touch be about exploration, not judgment. When the mind and body work together, not against each other, miracles shape and pleasure becomes accessible. Again, confidence returns naturally, and you're no longer stuck in fear. You're rooted in presence, gentlemen. If there's one truth I hope you carry with you from this journey, it's this. You are not broken, you are becoming. Erectile dysfunction after 60 is not a death sentence for your manhood. It's a message from your body asking you to listen, to tend to reawaken what's been dormant. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You've spent a lifetime building strength, facing hardship, reviving. For others, now is the time to turn that same strength inward, not with judgment, but with compassion. The techniques we've covered, massage, breathwork, lifestyle shifts, and emotional honesty, aren't just tools for sexual recovery. They're tools for personal reclamation. For remembering that your pleasure, your power, and your passion have an expiration date. Yes, aging brings change, but with the right mindset and daily habits, you can experience a second awakening, one that's deeper, more connected, and more fulfilling than anything you knew in your youth. You are wiser now, more intentional, and with that wisdom comes the ability to rewrite history. So start where you are with breath, with touch, with a single Honos conversation. And remember, it's not about becoming someone new, it's about returning to who you've always been beneath. The fear beneath, the silence almond capable of love, strength, intimacy, and joy. You are not alone. You are not less. You are worthy. Always stay strong, stay curious, and most importantly, stay connected to yourself, to your partner, and to the life that still wants to unfold through you.